What's up, everybody? It's CJ, and I found a mod that is going to revolutionize The Sims 3. I'm not being dramatic. This is going to change the game. So I was on Tumblr looking for custom content to download, and I came across this post. This is the S3DT, or the Sims 3 Decorator Tools. This is a mod by Omedapixel. So basically what this mod does, it adds some hotkeys to the game that allows you to freely move objects around. So think kind of like the Sims 4's tool mod, where you can take an object, size it up a little bit, size it down a little bit, rotate it. It's kind of like an advanced version of move objects if you think about it that way. But this is for the Sims 3, and I did not think that we were ever going to get anything like this for the Sims 3 ever, and here we are, y'all. So if you look a little bit closer at some of the pictures, you'll see if you move the bracket keys, you can move an object up, you can move it down, kind of like how you can in the Sims 4 with just hitting the 9 and the 0 keys. However, if you want to get a little bit more specific, you can just hit shift in your right bracket key or left bracket key, kind of depending on where you want it to go, up or down. But you can do that and it'll move the object down in centimeters. And then even when you look down here though, if you control and shift click an object, it'll allow you to select a bunch of them, and then you can rotate all of them at the same time, move them around at the same time. It's kind of similar to the tool mod, but y'all, I think this mod is going to change the game. Look at this, y'all. You can rotate chairs, legit. I just want to build a haunted house or something, or a rundown house, just to kind of play around with this mod or something. Now, to get this mod to be 100% functional, you will need the transmogrifier mod. This is found on Mod The Sims. This mod right here is by Alcaris All Sorts. Basically, you need this mod, y'all. I think the creators said that at some point they want to get this mod to be able to work without the other mod, but as of right now, you will need the transmogrifier mod. Do not be like me and forget to download it, because when I went to go shift click an object, my game crashed, and that's because I didn't have this other mod. So make sure you get both mods, y'all. I'll leave everything linked down below. Also, this mod does come with the PDF guide, so if you look here, it'll basically just give you all the commands. So for example, if you want to move something up by 10 centimeters, you hit the right square bracket key, or if you want to roll an object to the left, you hit Control and number pad 4. So I have a keyboard, so the number pad is where all the other numbers are on the right hand side of the keyboard. Also too, you want to hit the control button on the right side of your keyboard. For whatever reason, when I hit the left control, it didn't work, so I think it's, at least for me, it's on the right control and then the number pad and stuff like that. But even when you scroll down here though, it kind of tells you that you need to be in decorator mode in order for the mod to work. So you want to enable that by hitting Shift D in building by mode. After that, you can hit Shift and click, and then you choose select on an object, then it'll turn green. I'll show you that in a little bit. So I actually have my game pulled up right now because I kind of want to build something with this mod, and I kind of just want to play around with it a little bit more. So I was thinking that maybe since we can rotate objects and stuff, what if we were to build a rundown house, or maybe an abandoned house or something like that? Because I feel like I should probably just build something and probably have a bunch of rotated objects all around, just to kind of see how the mod works. So I'm just gonna build a little simple house, nothing too fancy. I think I'm just gonna use this wallpaper. It looks a little bit disheveled and kind of run down. I guess we could go for this roof. Why not? I'm gonna just maybe lower the roof down a little bit. Okay, so now that I have my door, I'm gonna hit Control Shift again. I'm gonna hit select, and I want to see if I can rotate this in a certain direction. So if I go back to the little guide, it says that we can do a lot of stuff actually. So I'm gonna just see if I can move forward by 5 centimeters. This is just the number pad 8. So if I just hit 8 on the number pad, oh, it moves it away from the house, I think, right? Yeah, it's moving it away from the house. Okay, I'm just gonna undo that because I don't really want that. So what else does it say we can do in addition to that? Let's see, it says yaw to the right, Control Alt and number pad 6. What does that do? Control Alt number pad 6. It rotates it. Okay, so what about if I hit 4? So 4 does it the other way. This is kind of cool. Okay, so you can kind of have a door like this that's kind of slightly open. Now again, it's The Sims, so it's not going to be perfect. You'll have this kind of slanted door. I kind of want to know what would happen if I tried to have Elliot go inside the house though. If I just go here, what would happen? Would he actually be able to go inside? I think he can go inside, y'all. Hold on, what happens? Okay, so it works. That's kind of cool. So if I wanted to have a broke down door of sorts, I could kind of do something like that. That's kind of nice. I mean, the door's like really off the hinge, but hey, it'd be like that sometime. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back. When you exit build in my mode, by the way, it kind of takes off the decorator mode. So I'm just gonna go back and hit Shift and D, and it'll turn it back on for me. Okay, so if that's what happens with doors, what happens with the windows? I kind of want to know. I'm just gonna take these stored content ones, and I want to make sure they're actually rotated this way to the road, because with the mod itself, when you go to rotate objects, it will only rotate in the way that it's facing. So if you look close enough, you'll see like a little arrow underneath the window. I'm going to just make sure the arrow is facing the road. So now what I want to do is I'm going to do Control Shift click. We're going to select all the objects that I want to rotate. As you can see, they'll all be green when you select them. And now if I hit the Control button and I hit the number pad 8, as you can see, they rotate. So I think I'm gonna make these maybe rotate this way. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Y'all look at that, that's so cool. But as you can see, it rotates the object for you, and it does it all at the same time. So now if I wanna maybe move it into another direction, I'll hold down Control again and just like move it back. Then you can just move it backwards like that if you want to. Y'all, this mod is going to change the way that The Sims 3 works. Like, look at that! You can even move it to the left. You can move it to the right. Oh yeah, y'all, this mod is amazing. I love it. Then you can even like move it more this way if you want to, and just have like a slanted window out in the front. I mean, you know, maybe he just took the windows off. Maybe he's washing them or something. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, maybe I could try to like start building a little bit, I guess. Okay, so I changed some stuff off camera because I was trying to play around with the mod a little bit more. So I replaced the original windows and I rotated them a little bit more to kind of make it look a little bit more realistic. Kind of like the same for the inside of the house too. Some of these are kind of like off-centered, as you can probably already tell. So I left these two blank just to kind of show y'all what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna hit Control Shift again. As you can see, you'll have like some objects right here. I'm gonna just select this, but you can also like move this to the right if you want to. You can also move it backward if you want to as well. You have options, but I think I just want to rotate this one a little bit more, maybe to the right like that. And then maybe for this one, we can move it over a little bit, and then we'll just do the same thing. And then maybe for this one, we'll just select it, and then we're gonna just rotate this one maybe like an opposite direction. Kind of like that. Okay. I didn't realize that you can like actually like move it a little bit just from this little menu, you know? So that's kind of cool. All right. Well, that's how the inside is looking so far. I kind of left the furnishing blank so we could do that part together. So maybe we could get started with, I don't know, let's do the kitchen first since it's over here in the corner. Okay. So for the kitchen, I was thinking that we could maybe just use some of the objects from the pets pack. So we'll get a fridge, we'll get the matching stove to go with it. We'll get the countertops as well. And then we'll also get the stove. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can rotate these. Now, I don't really know how this works with counters. I'm assuming it's the same. We're just gonna try it just to see. So we're gonna shift, we're going to hit select, and then we are going to maybe just rotate it ever so slightly if I can. Oh, you can move it back. Yo, you can move it back if you want it to. Okay, so I'm gonna take the counter. I'm gonna try to get it in like an angle that I kind of want it to be in. And then now I'm just going to hold down Control, and we're just gonna rotate it over a little bit. Maybe kind of like this could be okay. And then we're gonna just make sure it goes up a little bit. Ooh. How did that even happen? You know what? We'll leave it alone. Okay, so as you can see, we kind of have it over here in the corner, just kind of slouching over, you know. We could probably get two there and maybe put the stove beside it. I wonder if I could rotate the stove too. I am just going to select it, and we're gonna just see what would happen if I try to rotate it. Now, it did say that it should still work, right? So maybe I could just like move this over a little bit to the side. I guess the fridge could be here, honestly. I'm just gonna take this counter and maybe just rotate it a little bit more like that. I wonder, can you do the same thing with upper cabinets? I would assume so. I'm just gonna select all of these. I think I'm just gonna have them be slanted over like that. Another cool feature is that you can still recolor things even if it's rotated. So for example, if I just drag this over to it, I can still recolor it. That's kind of cool, I think. Yep, so the kitchen is done. Great. Looks like the kitchen's kind of falling apart, but hey, it's done. Oh, let's get a table. I think I'm just gonna get the matching table from the pets pack. We're gonna get this, and then we're gonna get some chairs to go with it. Okay, I think I'm gonna get like a couple extra chairs just kind of over here, and I kind of want to rotate these if I can help it. So I'm gonna just bring this up against the wall, and I'm just gonna hit select, and we're gonna see if we can just like rotate this backwards a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna do something kind of like that to kind of make it look like it's hanging on the wall. There we go. And then for this one right here, we'll just like rotate it back a little bit. it. There you go. Kitchen is done. Love that. Okay, so why don't we try to figure out the living room next? I am just going to get a couple of couches. They don't really even have to be that fancy. We could just probably just use these from the base game. So next up, I'm just going to get a TV. I might just use like one of these cheap ones from the base game. Oh, you know what I just thought about? Can I rotate this couch to be like laying on its back? That'd be kind of interesting. You know, let's try to see if we could do that. Oh, you can. Can I make this go up a little bit more though? Like, can I raise this up? I think if I want to raise this up, I have to hit the bracket key on it. Ooh. Yes, and you can kind of have it like laying back like that. Ooh, y'all, this is going to change the game. You know, I kind of feel bad for Elliot, low-key. Okay, so maybe we could try to get a rug in the middle of it. We could use like one of these circular rugs. I don't really know if you can move rugs or not. Let's just test it to see what would happen. I mean, you can move it in like little increments, but I don't think you can actually like rotate it. Yeah, I don't think it rotates the same way. It just kind of like moves around a little bit, which could be good, you know, if you want to get it in like a specific place, I guess. So next up, I want to see if I could get this plant, and I want to see if I could rotate it to be like on the ground, kind of like this. Oh, another cool thing too, I just realized you can also move an object by just like hitting the direction keys on the number pad. And that's kind of cool. Then I'm just gonna like raise this up a little bit, maybe move this back a little bit like that. Ooh, I want to see if I could try to move this bookshelf over here in the corner of the room. This bookshelf comes out so far. And then what I could do is maybe just like make it brown or something. There you go. Bookshelf. And then maybe we could get like a desk or something to go right here beside it. We could get like one of these old timey desks. We're gonna do the same thing, select it, and I think I'm just gonna rotate that a little bit. Maybe one of the legs is broken on it. Yo, if I try to put a computer up here, it kind of like is slanted too. You know what, low-key it'd be like that. Let's get like a little chair. I really want to know, can Elliot still use that? He can still use it? Okay, what about the bookshelf? Could you still use this too? I'm assuming you can, but I really want to know. Okay, so you can still do that. Can you sit here? I need to know. Also, the university mascot is here. Like, what's good? Elliot's like, what the heck is going on, CJ? Get me out of here. He's like, why is the house falling apart? Could you sit here, Elliot? I think he can, y'all. Or he's trying to, one. No, he can't sit there. He's like, CJ, something's not right. I don't think I should be able to sit there. Yeah, you can't sit there, Elliot. Okay, why don't we just move on to like the bedroom? I know I want to use this bed, right? Maybe we can select it, and then I'm gonna see if I could try to rotate it. Oh, we could have the bed be like that. Maybe we can move the bed over here in the corner like so. I wonder if he could still use this bed or not. Could you use that, Elliot? You can. Y'all, homeboy just sleeping on the bed. All right, we'll get like a dresser to maybe go like right here, and then of course we'll get like a rug or something. So now I want to see if I can rotate a painting or not. So we're gonna just select it, and then I'm going to just see if I can rotate it a little bit. You can. Okay, good. So I think I'll just have it kind of hanging off like that. Yes. That's exactly what I want. And one cool thing about this mod though is that even if you recolor it while it's like slanted or something, it doesn't change its position, which I love that. That's a big thumbs up for me. All right, well, I guess that's my Sims's room, you know. It'll get the job done. All right, and then last but not least, we'll do the bathroom. Okay, so I'm gonna get this tub, and I want to know if I could maybe try to rotate it and have it be rotated this way. We're gonna see if I could try to rotate it, and then maybe try to have it come out from the wall a little bit. The fact that it's just kind of over here like this is just wild to me. Okay, we'll try to get some of those counters from the kitchen, and we'll just like move them in here like so, and then we'll try to get like a toilet. I wonder if a sim could still use a rotated toilet, so I'm just gonna like move this over a little bit. I just want to test something out. Can a sim use this, and then can a sim use a toilet? Because I need to know. Y'all, Elliot can still use that. Homeboy about to fall in the tub, and you can still use that. Could you still use this? Okay, can you use the toilet? You can. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. He could just aim, I guess. That is really interesting. Okay, well, I guess like the last thing that this house technically needs would just be a sink. So we'll just get one of these in here. But honestly, I guess we could just kind of call it though. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to share this house for download because like, I don't really think anyone needs this house to be honest with you. But I think this mod is like super cool, and I'm going to probably use this a lot in my build. So I'm going to definitely leave this one down below. I think it's an amazing mod. So hopefully y'all can have fun with it too. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch where I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!